I hit the button. I didn't mean to hit the button. And I hit the button. And that's what just happened then. I hit the button. Hi, how are you guys? I wasn't quite ready. I didn't realize that my necklaces were all tangled, like all that stuff. But here we are. Here we are. Here we are. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and read some cards. Like, we're going to go ahead and read some cards. It's been a long time since I've read some cards. And you know what? I'm really glad that we're going to be spicy this evening because I've been spicy all day. Let me turn my ringer off here. I've been spicy all day. And to be honest, y'all need to be spicy too. Y'all need to be spicy too. I'm just saying, y'all need to be spicy too. I haven't read cards in a hot minute, in a long time. And I'm gonna say this. We're gonna start off right off the bat with spicy. Are you ready? Two things. One, we're gonna talk about CERN real quick, and the other thing is just something that I have noticed that is, yeah. Okay, so did you guys know that CERN turned on the biggest machine ever is what they say? How do you keep building these massive machines? How do they keep getting bigger? I don't understand, but they turned on the biggest machine ever, and supposedly, I haven't researched this, but supposedly they are actively admitting that they're opening portals or that they're seeing things come out of it that are not going back in. Then it makes me wonder, is this why everybody's pissed the fuck off over the last couple of days? Because it started on the 20th. Is this why everybody's pissed off? Because I think I've been pissed off since then. And yeah, so, you know, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? The other thing is this, and this is something, just hold on to your butts. I'm going to hurt some feelings right off the bat. I'm going to hurt some feelings right off the bat. Once upon a time, there was another creator on here who I cut ties with because this creator, after getting to know this creator and having them on my podcast and everything else, I found out that this creator was a fucking liar. We're just going to call a spade a spade. This creator is a fucking liar. This creator only got into this because they were trying to make money. They're a fucking grifter, okay? And I cut ties with this person very quickly. So I hear through the roundabout, because if y'all don't know, there's a reason that Sass and everybody joked around for the longest time about me being the godmother of magic. And then finally I was like, you know what? I fucking am. I'm Varys from Game of Thrones, okay? Everybody wants to be Daenerys or Cersei or insert whatever name here. Bitches, I am Varys, okay? If something goes on, I hear about it. And sometimes I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. But this specific creator had a coven that was making fun of me for charging $33 for card reads. Then turned around and was charging that exact same thing. I have noticed so much over the last few years. I'm going to say this with my entire chest. Are you ready? I fully appreciate that people want to learn to read tarot, and I fully appreciate that they want to learn to read oracle cards. I do. Because we need y'all. Because eventually I ain't going to be here. Eventually some of the other bigger people that have been reading for decades, we ain't going to be here. And we need you to take up the mantle. But we also need you to fucking learn. We need you to learn. We need you to learn your fucking cards. Because if you're reading cards, pulling cards for someone, and then pulling up the book and going, well, this means, bitch, I can do that. You can do that. Please don't be paying people the same price that you're paying people with decades of experience to read out of the book for you. Because you can do that yourself. You can do that yourself. The other thing is this. Everyone has to start somewhere. Do y'all think that when I started reading that I was making really any amount of money at it? No. Do y'all think that when I started reading, I was doing it for hundreds and hundreds of people at a time? No, I did my time sitting in a little shop on the couch, out in the middle of everything where everybody could see. I did my time learning my cards inside and out and developing a relationship with this divination tool before I ever started reading for anybody with them. I have several decks back there that I've had for years. I don't read with because we just don't jive. I have to look in the book. If I have to look in the book because I'm not jiving with that deck, then I don't need to read with it. For some of these people that see that there are people that bust their ass, like all of these bigger creators that make their money with tarot readings and stuff, they're on here doing their due diligence every single day. They have put in the time, they put in the effort, and they absolutely know their cards inside and out. For you guys to come on here and charge the same exact prices that we do, and sass, and everybody gets on to me all the time that my prices are too low. I keep them like this on purpose. I know my prices are low. Do you know that what I give you guys as far, like tonight, Sparsy card reads, 2 to 3 cards, right? If you were to go to New Orleans, if you were to go to Las Vegas, if you were to go anywhere in a shop and sit and hire someone to read cards for you, do you know that you're going to pay $60 to $200 for a 30-minute reading? Do you know that? So when people are charging the same prices that people that have been doing this for decades are charging and reading out of the fucking book, y'all, before you ever give anybody money to read cards for you, and this includes me, start with me, okay? Before you ever give anybody your money that you earned to get a card reading, before you ever give anybody money, listen to them read. I know that I am not the reader for everybody, and I am fine with that. I am fine with that. I know that there are people that need things sugar-coated. I'm not a sugar-coater, okay? I'm tactful. I'm not hateful. I know some people need a hateful card reader to get in their face about it. I'm not that person either. Listen to the person read. Listen to them read. Do you like their deliverance? Do you like their style? Do you like their cards? Do you like their vibe? Yes? Okay, watch and listen and just listen to them before you ever give them the money that you busted your ass for. I bust my ass for my money. I know you bust your ass for your money. Baby, if you can go and buy a set of cards and then you can read the damn book on what that card means, why are you paying someone to do it? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. You guys can all go and buy a deck at a shop, on Amazon, online, whatever, and you can get the book and you can pull your own card and read out of the fucking book and what that card means. Don't pay someone to do that for you. That's bullshit. I said what I said. I watched five different people today come across my For You page that I've never seen before. I'm watching them pull cards and then I'm watching them hold the book up and read out of the fucking book to the person that just paid them money. No. 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 There are so many people that are doing that are charging more than I charge. Let that sink in. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some people that I'm watching do this that they didn't have anybody in their live streams and they're just pulling a card and looking at the book. But if you got to look at the book, then you are not ready to be a professional card reader. if you are not able to pick up your card deck and read with it without opening the book as a cheat sheet, then you are not ready to be a professional card reader. Or a semi-pro or whatever. You are not ready. You cannot just pick up a deck and immediately know everything in that deck. You can't. This is why there are beginner tarot cards that have the meanings on the bottom. This is why there are beginner oracle cards that have the meaning on the card. You cannot just pick up a deck, and now I can read for everybody and know exactly what these cards. Dude, if that was what happened, then no one would ever need to pay someone to read for you. This is also another thing that I'm going to say. Are you guys ready? Not everybody is good at reading tarot cards and oracle cards. I suck at reading tarot cards. I do. I have several decks. I love them, but I fucking suck at it. This is why I don't read tarot cards for y'all. I read oracle cards. I have way too many decks. I have several decks that I read for with a specific purpose. If you guys have watched me for any length of time, you know there are specific decks that I use for specific things, because me and this deck, we jive, and I know exactly what it is that this deck is saying to me about this specific situation. I suck at pendulums. I hate pendulums. They love me. I walk by them, they swing, they're like, "What's up, bitch?" I think they're just teasing me at this point in my life, because the minute I buy one, guess what happens? Nothing. I know that I suck at pendulums. I know that I also don't really care for dowsing rods. I don't care for them for a whole other reason, but I don't like to use them. Does it mean that somebody else shouldn't? No. Does it mean that somebody else is not better than me at it? No, because there are a lot of people better than me at it. These are my forte. These are where I have been reading for over a decade. These are what got me accepted into like massive ass places and sites. These are what has me with a ton of like really interesting clients. People you guys watch on the silver screen all the time. Not everybody is good at everything. And if you want to be in this industry and if you want to do these things, you have to put the time in and you have to learn. Otherwise, you're going to get someone hurt. Because the people that are in the spiritual sense, even people that aren't, and you go to someplace like Las Vegas or New Orleans or Salem or wherever, and you get a card reading, and it means something, it's really intense and it means something, right? You take that to heart. And the people that get card readings all the time, they use that as their form of religious service, of confirmation, of prayer, etc. This is a religious thing to a lot of people. So if you pick up cards that you don't understand and you don't know how to read with them, and you tell somebody that they need to go quit their job, guess what's going to happen? They're going to quit their fucking job because you told them to. I love you too, Miss Joy. They're going to quit their job because you told them to. Because the cards told them to. And if you don't know that deck and you read that card wrong, you are responsible for whatever happens to that person. I said what I fucking said. You are responsible for that. If you are telling somebody, oh, the cards say you're going to get pregnant next month, and that person doesn't. If you tell them they're going to meet their soulmate and this is going to happen, and they don't, because you don't know the cards. If you tell them that they're about to lose something or somebody or whatever because you don't know your cards, you're going to fuck someone up. If you don't know your deck, and if you don't know your cards, and you have to look in the book, you have no fucking business reading professionally for anybody. And I'm going to say professionally in air quotes, because we all know what it is. You need money. I get it. Get yours. I get it. Okay? But people take this very seriously. People take this very seriously. And if you don't know your shit, if you haven't taken your time to learn that deck, then you are responsible when someone gets hurt over it. You. I'm so sick of seeing it on TikTok. It's not even funny. There are some amazing tarot readers on here. There are some amazing oracle readers on here. There truly are. If you don't see them shuffle the cards, that's a red flag. If you don't see them shuffle the cards, that's a red flag. You can see that I have my computer screen up in my glasses, right? You can see my list over here, and on this side, you can see my moderator chat over here. So when they screenshot the creepy comments, I can see you right there. This is my list for this evening. Hell, you can zoom in and look if you'd like. But if I'm like this, can you see it? No. If you don't see somebody shuffle the cards, then how do you know that they don't have Chat GPT right there? Let that sink in. If you don't see them shuffle the cards, then how do you know that they didn't have those cards pre-programmed, preset? You don't. I take this shit very seriously. I've been doing this for a very long time. And I'm fucking sick of what I see on TikTok on a daily basis now. I'm sick of it. There are a lot of people that have put decades of their life into learning their cards. I have. Decades. And then there are people who are fucking grifters. And they see everybody suddenly all online wanting to get tarot card readings. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to have Chat GPT up. They're going to have their book out. You get your buddy involved, and you can have somebody over here on Messenger sending you the meaning of that card so you can tell that person. They can Chat GPT it real quick. Grifters will always find a way to grift. I'm sick of it. 100% sick of it. What's really funny is, I know that some of you guys are like, well, I want to know who that person was or whatever. I'm not going to put names out because it doesn't really matter. I have my protections pretty strong on this end. And I watch really quickly when someone is doing this kind of shit. I watch them lose accounts. The creator I was speaking about a while ago has lost 2 accounts, is on their 3rd account. And no, it's not Uncle Birch. Before you guys go, oh, Uncle Birch. It's not Uncle Birch. Before that drama starts, let's say that. It's not Uncle Birch. Uncle Birch says what he says. And some people don't like it. I'm just saying. Y'all listen to someone read before you ever give them that hard-earned fucking money that you busted your ass for. That is your money and that is your time. And this is the advice you need about XYZ, whatever it is. Listen to that person before you ever give them money. That includes me. I know I'm not the reader for everyone. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I said this earlier on a live, and I'm going to reiterate this. Any spiritual person that you're looking at, including myself, that you're looking at getting a reading from, having workings done from, taking classes from, etc. Any spiritual person that you're considering giving them your hard-earned money, you need to be able to see the things about them. They should have a website. Not just an Etsy page. A website costs $5 a month, if that. Just to have a simple ass website with your information on there. If you go to apply for a job, you have to have a resume, correct? You have to have a resume. If you're going to apply for any type of professional job, you have to have a resume. If you go to apply for any job at all, you have to fill out an application, right? And you have to put your experience on there, right? You should be able to go and see that person, that spiritual person, that creator's experience. It doesn't have to be a big fancy website. Because some of y'all are out there stressing like, oh God, it doesn't have to be a big fancy website. It can literally be a free website. You should be able to see all about them. You should be able to see all about them. You should be able to go on and be like, oh, okay, well, they're certified in all of these different things. Oh, they've been reading here and here and here and here and here. They've been reading for 13, 14, 22, whatever years. They've read here, blah, 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 blah. You should be able to see all of that. And if they're a content creator that reads, you should be able to see the videos they put out. You should be able to see YouTubes, Instagrams, all of those things, because at this point, there's no reason for a content creator to not have multiple platforms. You should be able to know who they are before you give them a single fucking penny that you busted your ass for. Y'all, stop giving your money to grifters. Stop giving your money to grifters. Now we can woo-saw. Now we can woo-saw and I can calm down. And I'm just saying. See, Shonda, I love that. Shonda said, I watched you for over a year before ordering anything from you. Do you know that Sass watched me for a very long time? I don't know if she's on here or not. Like 6 or 7 months before she ever got a reading from me. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And you know what's funny? I know people that get mad. I have seen people on here get mad when people are like, well, you know, I wanted to listen before I ever booked a reading with you or whatever. I've watched people get mad. If somebody gets mad, that should tell you all you need to know. I would prefer you listen to me before you ever get a reading. I would prefer it. I would prefer that you sit and hang out in live streams because I'm on a lot. I would prefer that you sit and hang out and enjoy listening to me read, reading the comments. I would much rather you sit and listen to me, make sure I'm the person for you, before you ever think about giving me your hard-earned money. And I think that you should do that for everyone else as well. Why would they get mad? That's a good question, Libby, isn't it? Isn't it? Let that sink in. I watch a lot of creators on here. do exactly, they'll copy every single fucking thing I do. I watch it on a daily basis. There's a very large creator on here that does it all the time. I release something, she releases something. I marked my classes down to 25 bucks. She marked her classes down. I mean, I see you. You kind of can't tell me that this person isn't a bit of a grifter. I said what I said. If y'all don't know who Varys from Game of Thrones is, that's your homework. That's your homework. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I see it. I hear it. I have people send me the videos. I have multiple troll accounts that I use to watch creators because I don't want to take away from their stuff. Because I know that when I go in some creators' live streams, they get all excited, and then suddenly people in their live stream get excited. I don't feel like I'm anybody. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm anybody. But I don't want to take away from that creator. So if you guys don't think that I don't see all of the videos that are made trashing me, you don't think that I don't see all of the other creators that tried to bank on my name and ride my coattails and now turn around and trash me when I have to cut them off because they're a grifter, when you think that I don't see all of the people who are nice to my face on live streams and then are very shitty on other creators' live streams when they're gossiping about other people, if you don't think that I see how nice you are to my face and how mean you are on the comments on my webpage, if y'all think that witches don't gossip among other witches, then I don't know how to break that to you. If you don't think that there are a lot of witches that align with each other, even if you don't agree with each other, they're like, hey, so-and-so is putting this out and this out and this out. If you don't think that a lot of creators like myself have media attorneys on retainer at this point because of shitty-ass human beings, if you don't think that my Capricorn ass doesn't keep every single message, every single screenshot of every single hate mail, threat, slander, if you don't think any of that, I'm just saying what I'm saying. Just saying what I'm saying. The world is full of grifters. The world is full of grifters. Spirituality is no different than marketing. It's no different than any other thing out there. It's no different. It's no different. I just pulled marketing out of the air. But you know what I'm saying. In every single industry, you are either respectable or you're not. There's no in between. You are respectable or you're not. Y'all need to check the person you're fixing to give your hard-earned money to make sure that they actually know their shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The cards be spicy tonight too. I'm just letting you guys know. I've had these 2 decks out while I've been spewing the spice. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for it. I'm just saying. Horse Girl said, I pulled back from the local spiritual community once I saw the hate. I understand. There's a reason I don't get involved with a lot of the spiritual community in the town that I live in. And I live in a big town. And there's a lot of different people. Are there great people in the spiritual community in Tulsa? Abso-fucking-lutely. Are there great people in the spiritual community in every single city? Abso-fucking-lutely. But when I see the drama, when I see, oh, well, I don't like that shop, so I'm going to attack it and be like, I'm out. I'm out. When I see you stalking other people, other shops, other witches in the community, when I see you stalking those people, we aren't friends anymore. Now, if you love this person and their videos are awesome and you're watching them all the time, that's different. But when you're actively stalking them, when you're actively doing something to fuck them over, fucking with their kids, fucking with their business, whatever, you're actively doing that for no reason, we aren't friends. We aren't friends. I'm just saying. We aren't friends. Does it mean that you guys shouldn't go out and get involved in your local communities? No. What it does mean is keep your wits about you, man. Keep your wits about you. Don't get so ingrained in some shop or some person that owns that shop before you check that person out. Because if you don't think that there are a ton of shops that have opened because it's cool on TikTok, if you don't think that there are a ton of people that say they've been practicing for 20 or 30 years when they're 20, if you don't think that there are a bunch of people that say they've been practicing all this time so they decided to open a shop, it's always been their dream, bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm going to tell you guys something else too. Almost every single spiritual shop orders from the same 5 or 6 wholesalers. Because there aren't very many spiritual wholesalers out there. They order from the same ones. The same ones. Just saying what I'm saying. We all order from the same place that has the same types of sage. We all order from the same places that have the exact same candles. We all order from the same companies that carry the exact same wax for the candles we make. We all order from just a few different herbal places. We all order from fair.com. We all order, fair.com is a wholesale site. We all order from things like that. All of us. Unless something is handmade, it's the same stuff that you're going to find in every other shop. It's just like going to a McDonald's and expecting the nuggets to taste different because it's in a different town. I'm just saying. Just saying. How do you weed out the bad ones? Just pay attention. Trust your gut. If you walk into a shop, if you're around somebody, you go into a live stream or whatever, and your gut is like, something's up, then trust that. Trust that. Just because somebody looks cool, just because they look the aesthetic, just because the shop looks cool, just because they know the right words to say, doesn't mean jack shit. Just because they look like shit, just because their background is shit, just because whatever is shit, doesn't mean that they don't know their shit. Just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Keep your wits about you in the spiritual community. Keep your wits about you in life. Would you expect to go walk in, the subways in New York at 2 o'clock in the morning with wads of cash hanging out of your pockets and not get mugged? No. So don't go into a shop wide open. Protect yourself before you walk into a shop. I used to know a shop owner that had warding underneath the mats of her shop to steal people's energy. Let that sink in a minute. Let that sink in a minute. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You put your protections on before you go into any shop. Mine included. Put your protections on before you go to a convention. Put your protections on before you go anywhere physically. Hell, put your protections on before you're in live streams. People think that they can pull energy and destiny swap, and they can, don't get me wrong, it's a thing. But there's always a consequence with it. Just saying. I'm just saying. You walk into a shop and you're like, I don't like the vibe in here. It might be the most beautiful shop you've ever seen. You don't like the vibe in there? Dude, you can always go back a different day. You don't have to stay just because you walked in that door. You don't have to buy something just because you drove several miles or just because you drove across town or whatever. That was a mindfulness card. That's fucking funny. You don't have to do anything. The only thing you do have to do, and that I'm going to tell you you do have to do, is protect yourself. Is protect yourself. I'm just saying. Just saying. That right there. I'm going to read that. Angel said, there is a shop here I went to twice and they broke me down and had me talking and used it against me. Yep. 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 Ward the bottom of your shoes, bitches. Ward your socks. That's the most basic protection you can do. And yes, I'll do a video. I have a video in my thing way back there, but I'll do another one. It's the easiest fucking thing you can do. It's the easiest thing you can do. It'll help you on a daily basis. Just saying. I'm just saying. I actually have socks on my website that are drop shipped, that have the devil's trap on them, that have Solomonic pentacles on them. Just saying. Just saying. I tried to keep them as cheap as possible. Just saying. All right. I should probably get to reading, huh? Since we're being spicy McSpicerson, I should probably get to reading, huh? Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you guys want to get on the list for tonight, there are only 10 spots for tonight. 4 of them are already taken. There are spots for tomorrow. There's only 10 for tomorrow. It'll be during the day. Tomorrow evening, you guys are all going to come hang out with me for Christmas Eve. We're going to do chocolate-covered fruits and things like that for me to take to my dad's on Christmas. Christmas night, you're going to come hang out with me as well, especially if you don't have anybody to hang out with. We're just going to bullshit. I'm probably going to organize a bunch of products and stuff like that. And we're just going to bullshit. And if you don't get on the list for tonight or tomorrow, or if you're worried you're not going to be here or whatever, first of all of these are on YouTube. Second of all, I'm going to be reading again on Saturday. These same kind of reads. You can get on the list for that as well. All the spice. You're welcome. All right. Aiden is first on my list. If you guys would like to get on the list, I have to be very careful how I word this. If you go to the profile, you go to my profile, there is an LINK on there, and it will take you exactly where you need to go. We can't say that word now. We can't say SITE in the same sentence with order. We can't. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Somebody asked if I'll do a collective read. Nope. I do them once a week. I do them once a week. I have read for free for almost 6 straight years, once a week, to give you guys an outlook of how your week's going to go. And those are on YouTube. You can go look at them at any time. Give you an in-depth look at how your week's going to go. I think everybody's been spicy. Just saying. If you guys missed the live stream earlier, I will say that I am going to have to change up the way that I do Reiki and Zodiacs. Either I need to design my own music, or I have to start splitting things, because I got a notification from YouTube earlier and it straight pissed me off. I'm used to my content not being monetized, especially if I'm using somebody's music or whatever, like I do from Viking Music Official. I'm okay with that, right? Like, I'm okay with not getting money for that video, because what am I gonna get? Like $5. It's okay. I'm okay, right? I don't do it for the money. I do it because I actually really, it's my favorite part of the week. I got an email that now all of the videos are monetized, and if I use music from anybody, then they yank my copyright and they give it to whoever. So if I use a song from Danheim, and let's say I use a 20-second snippet or even just a few bars, and YouTube's bots recognize it, then every bit of anything that makes off of that video goes to them. And I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So probably what I'm going to have to do is split those things and do a Reiki session and then do Zodiacs separately. That also, oh my God, that's the cutest fucking thing. That was super cute. And then do Zodiac separately. And if I do that, then I will be able to do a longer Zodiac read for each of the Zodiacs, so y'all will get more information. It's something I've been thinking about doing anyway, so it might just, maybe this is the universe saying, bitch, shit, or get off the pot. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You know what I mean? All right, Aiden, you ready? Gabby, just get ready. Leadership and union. Leadership and union came out together. Leadership and union came out together, and then concealment came out by itself. So Aiden, let me just say this. Stop telling people what you're doing. Stop telling people what you're doing. Because you need to, I'm just saying what I'm saying, T. You got it. I'll tell you what. I'll get one designed before New Year's. How about that? Aiden, quit telling people what you're doing. Quit telling people what you're doing. The fact that you have leadership and union over here tells me that this is an interesting idea, something that's coming together between you and someone else, either a relationship or a business. This is something that you have put in the works, that you have had going, and you're about ready to have this be a thing. But the concealment card coming out over here by itself tells me that every time you're talking to somebody about this, and this is somebody that you trust, that you think is not going to use this against you, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, if they're just banking it for later or if they think that they're going to ruin it, but they're actively doing something that is causing problems. So stop telling people anything, Aiden. They don't need to know. I want you, this is why I say bitches will be bitches. Bitches be bitches. You tell somebody some shit that you don't know explicitly, that you don't trust, and sometimes even people you do know, that you know that they're shady. Stop telling them shit. Aiden, this right here, the fact that you have somebody working against you hardcore with this tells me that this union, this leadership role that you're trying to get into, I really feel like this is something business-wise. Whatever this is that you're starting, they are jealous and they know that it's going to be a success. And that is why they're doing everything they can to undermine it, to cause problems, to get information for whoever they think they're doing. They think that they're big shit, in other words, and they think that by them knowing all of this stuff, that it's going to give them a leg up on what you're doing. They don't need to know jack about shit. That's advice for all of you. People don't need to know what you're doing. People don't need to know what your plans are. They don't need to know you started dating somebody new. They don't need to know that you're in a relationship. They don't need to know that you're starting a business. They don't need to know that you're starting a new job. They don't need to know shit. They don't need to know shit. If it hadn't been for the concealment card, I would have said, dude, and I'm still going to say this, dude, keep on going. Rock on with whatever this is. Whatever this union is that's kind of putting you out there and in charge, making you large in charge, Aiden. whatever this is, it is fantastic and it is good and it is going to be successful because you're motivated. It's something you're passionate about and it's exactly what you've been manifesting and working toward. This motherfucker over here, though, I'm just saying, they're doing whatever they can to get information for whatever their reasons are. Nobody needs to know jack about shit, Aiden. Okay? This, however, I'm proud of you. Go get it. Do it. Don't let anybody fucking stop you. I saw somebody ask a while ago if, oh, Brett is next. Are you ready, Brett? Brett is next. I saw somebody ask a while ago if there was a wrong way to shuffle cards. No. I will say this, though. Be easy with your cards, man. I see people that shuffle so hard. Stop it with the uniform. Stop with the unicorn Pegasus. Thank you for that. These are just readers. These are just readers. You can get them on Amazon. I was looking to see if Betsy Johnson had any readers. I am a big Betsy Johnson fan. I was looking to see if Betsy Johnson had any readers that, you know, would make me happy. And I found these. This is a 3-pack. There's pink ones and then a pale pair of blue ones, which I've already lost. And then these. And so I was like, oh, well, let's wear these tonight. I really dig them. I think, don't quote me on this, I need to put all of these things on my Amazon profile so you guys know which ones they are. But these, thank you, Kat. I love you too. These come in like several different strengths. So, yeah. I want to say that they were like $15 for the 3-pack. They weren't much. They weren't much. So, yeah. I love how many people are commenting on these earrings. I got these from an artist in New Orleans named Oscar. Wait till you see the other ones I got. Wait till you see the ones I'm going to wear tomorrow. Wait. Just wait. Just saying. Just wait. All right. Brett, you ready? You ready? They're also super lightweight. I think he said that he is online. I don't remember if he said he's on Instagram or what. I'll tell you what. I'll have the information for you tomorrow. I'll have the information for you tomorrow because all of his earrings come on cards. So I'll have his information for you tomorrow. And then that way y'all can go bombard him with orders. It'll be great. I bought... Yeah, just wait. You're going to come hang out with me tomorrow for not New Year's Eve. I'm already ready for the holidays to be over. You're going to come hang out with me tomorrow for Christmas Eve. We're going to make chocolate covered fruit and we're going to be stupid and come in your pajamas. It's going to be great, but I'm going to wear the big earrings that I bought from Oscar that he almost didn't want to let go of. He had to spend some time with Lolita talking to her before he let her go. Just saying. All right. Ready, Brett? Growth of energy. First of all, fuck yeah, because I know you and I know that energy has been shit and I know that I know. So seeing the growth of energy, and I want to point this out to you. I know that is not quite the medical staff in the middle, but it looks an awful lot like it. Am I wrong? It looks an awful lot like it. Plus you have the like the flower of life right there, the eggs, etc. Then you have divine guidance. Notice the Merkaba up there. And then you have banish a curse. Oh, bitch. I'm going to give you some spicy advice, Brett. I'm going to give you some spicy advice. The egg is representative of protection, of growth. The frog is rebirth, just like the fucking snake. But the frog, if you think about a transformation from tadpole to frog to pollywog, all that shit. I know pollywog comes before frog, but you know what I'm saying. But notice that it's also eating the dragonfly, basically. This is divine guidance. And then you have the snake on banish a curse. A snake is a snake is a snake is a fucking snake. Dude, I love you, and because I know what's going on in your life a little bit, you're going to understand me when I say this. But because you're a Cancer, you're not going to want to listen to me. You're going to be like, well. Okay? Listen to the Bodhi. Okay? No, well, you are not allowed to argue. You have an amazing idea. You have an amazing path that you have just set in motion that you are about to be on. This only happened because you let something go. This only happened because you walked away from something that mattered to you but was not good for you. This right here is where you belong, is what you need to do, and is why you need to go there. Does that make sense? The divine guidance, there's a reason that the universe has been putting you everywhere it's been putting you for the last 6 to 8 months. There's a reason that all of the different times you've watched a certain video, you've watched a certain live stream, you've gone on vacation or whatever. There's a reason that all these things have been hitting you like this and making you feel fucking crazy because you've kept yourself in whatever this was. In what this was, you kept yourself there because Cancers are loyal to a fucking fault. You have kept yourself there because Cancers also just want, Cancer, just like, you know, Cyndi Lauper, girls just want to have fun. Cancers just want to be loved. Cancers just want to be loved. They want to be loved and they want to have a family and they want to have all, you know, the picket fence and the 2.5 children and the cute little golden retriever in the yard. They want that. That's what Cancers, they secretly all need that. Does that make sense? They need to be loved. They are very family oriented. So you held on to something that was so bad for you for so long, and it was starting to bring you down in a lot of different ways, mentally, emotionally, physically, etc. You letting go of that, you making the decision to do this and let go of it and say, you know what? You know, all the gods can take the wheel at this point. Everybody gets a fucking turn, whatever needs to happen, is the reason why this is now coming to fruition. And I would almost bet my butt, part of my butt, like the bottom of my left butt cheek, because that's the part that drives me nuts the most when I'm trying to get situated. You know, y'all all know what I'm talking about. But I would bet part of my butt that now that you're full on going into this with nothing else that is going to suck into this part of your trajectory, your path, that it's going to rocket forward. Because the thing that you're doing, the thing that you're opening, the thing that you're creating is something that's needed so badly. And you're getting in at the starting point of a revolutionary aspect in your career. Like in the career field that you're in. You know it and I know it. My advice is going to be this. This right here, this Banish a Curse card, you have to put on a tough exterior and you have to, just for right now, you have to kind of shove it down a little bit. I hate saying that and I hate telling people that because I know damn well that that's going to explode out later. We can unpack this later, but for right now, you just need to pack it up, throw it in a garbage bag and throw it in the closet. Okay? We can unpack it later. But throw it in a bag, throw it in the closet, because all of this shit, all of the words, all of the texts, all of the petty shit, all of the backhanded friends, all of the things like that, all of that doesn't fucking matter. What matters is this. What matters is this. Do you see what I'm saying? I know that it's hard because the other thing about you Cancers is that when you are hurt, you will lash out. I can't remember what your moon sign is, but you lash out. Every Cancer lashes out in a different way according to what their moon sign is. So you lash out according to what your moon sign is. And it's really, really hard to not do that, especially when you've been hurt really bad. But this is important. And if you really, really want this to be the success that it will be, because I can tell you that it will be, you have to be willing to listen to the divine guidance, turn the other cheek, and let this snake crawl off and die. Just saying. Snakes also eat fish, by the way. You know. Capricorn moon, boy, you better use that Capricorn moon. You better use that fucking Capricorn placement. Tonight's might be sold out, yes. Which means if there are tickets left for tomorrow or if there are tickets left for Saturday, you better grab one. Does that mean Pisces if they eat fish? Tiff is smart. Tiff is smart. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and address that. Sugarfoot, if you got blocked or if you got muted from one of my lives, then that is because you either made a comment, you were spamming, or you did something that made my moderators do this. And I guarantee you that I have the comment and your account screenshotted over there. I also guarantee you that if you want to come in here and act like a creep tonight, 100% you will get in trouble. The other thing too is, for those of you guys that want to come in here and be creeps or jerks or whatever, and you get muted or blocked and you're like, oh, I got their attention or whatever, baby boy, let me tell you something. I have a slew of jars in there. I have a slew of nasty shit in there. I've been doing what I've been doing a very long time. I am also a very famous energy worker and aura artist. I have a lot of celebrity clients. I work with a lot of people all over the world. And if you think that a troll account is going to hide your energy from me, oh baby, you're so wrong. And you know what? Every time something is going wrong in your life and you see a frog out there by it, that's me. That's me. Enjoy. All right, Fran, you ready? I told y'all it was spicy night. Y'all didn't believe me. You have Luna. And then you also have divine guidance, and that's interesting because you watched me shuffle. And then over here you have success. I find it really interesting. I'm looking at the 5-point pattern. Notice this. Notice the flower up here, 5 petals. Notice the Merkaba up here and all the different points in it, the star points. Notice the 5 star. Okay, just saying. Notice all those things. So Luna and divine guidance came out together, and success came out over here. So here's the thing, Fran. Here's the thing. Sometimes we hit a phase of spiritual psychosis. And sometimes it is the universe being like, you don't need that. Or you need to go here. When the same thing keeps showing up over and over and over and over again, and you keep on ignoring it, then the universe is finally going to get to the point where it's like, guess what? You don't get a choice now. We're doing this. You don't get a choice. There have been a lot of signs, especially at night, because this is the Luna card right here, the moth, etc., all in this. This is specifically a lot of signs that have been coming at night in dreams, in astral travel, in your cards, and whatever it is that you do with your nightly ritual. And this right here, it has been coming repeatedly over and over and over. And for some reason, you aren't listening. So this is your final sign is what I'm taking this as. This is the final sign about this. Take the leap, do the thing. I don't care how crazy it sounds. Take the leap and do the thing. Okay, well, maybe not super crazy. Okay, let me roll that back a little bit. Maybe not super crazy. Okay, but you need to take the leap and do the thing. The universe has been giving you the green light for so damn long, and it's been doing everything it can to tell you this is what you need to do. Looky, 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 looky. This is what you need to do. And you have been just like this, and not doing it. This is the sign. You keep asking for a sign, and the universe keeps giving them to you. This is the sign. And here's the thing. Do it, because this is the fucking success card that came out after it. If you take the advice, every single thing that's been going on in your dreams that's been telling you to do something and you haven't done it, do it, because it's going to be wildly successful. The universe will only give you the signs and open up the things so much before it's like, you know what, you don't really want this, so I'm going to go ahead and back up. Do you see what I'm saying? Take the opportunity, Fran. Take the opportunity. Do the thing. Change your life. Go be successful. Go enjoy every moment of what you have left. And I don't mean that like something bad's going to happen, guys, because someone out there's like, oh, I don't mean it like that. Do you know how long you have left? I don't know how long I have left. Do you know? So why not go be awesome? Why not go be amazingly successful? Why not go be crazy? Why not look the way that you like to look? Why not dress in the clothes that you like to dress? Why not do the thing, work in the career that you want to work in? Just saying what I'm saying, Fran. I'm just saying what I'm saying, Fran. Miss Viviana is next. I'm going to go take a quick potty break, though, because I've been sitting here being spicy and now I got to pee. So I'm going to take a really quick potty break. We're going to do just a really quick little timeout. So you guys have like a whole minute, maybe, long as it takes me to get to the bathroom, pee, and come back. If you want to get on the list, I think the list is already sold out for tonight. Actually, I can tell you. It says there's still one left for tonight. No, there's still a couple left for tonight. If you want to get on the list, you can get on the list. Just saying. All right. I have to go pee. I'll be right back. This is intermission. Ooh, that door ain't gonna be quiet. Probably pretty good. That's what I said. Probably pretty good. So it was a little longer than a minute. When I tell you guys that I am just formally adopting my neighbor down the street, I'm not kidding. This woman. This might be the... Please don't tell my son I said this because his banana bread is so damn good too. But this might be some of the best banana bread I've had in a long time. Of course, I haven't had Brody's in a long time. But the gingerbread that she made, that was the best homemade gingerbread I've ever had in my life. Oh my God. It says sold out, but they aren't all sold out that I can see. Yeah, I don't understand unless people have it in their carts and just haven't checked out. So yeah. And you know, there are some people that do that too. Let me tell you all this. There are some people that will come through, and if they don't like a certain creator, they'll go and they'll put tickets in their cart so nobody else can buy them. Just saying. Just saying. Donna just texted me. My moderator, Donna, just texted me a picture of kittens. Listen, listen, listen. I said, what kind of kitties are those? Because Donna doesn't have normal cats. Donna doesn't have any normal animals. I'm just letting you know. She said they're Highland Lynx kittens. There are blue smokes, poly-footed, and no tails. I don't need another cat. But now I want one. All right, Viviana, save me from myself. Oh, you guys want to see? If you guys are interested in one, then Donna will be on here at some point. A couple of them have tails. Some do not have a tail. If you guys don't know what a Highland Lynx looks like, you fixin' to. They have the little tufts on the ears. They look like that. They have the little tufts on the ears. Here we go. There's a good picture. Yeah. Yeah, Donna doesn't have just normal animals. She doesn't have just normal animals. Those were just born. Oh my God. I just showed everybody on TikTok, just so you know, LOL. All right, all right, all right. You guys ready? Viviana's next. What's up, KP? How are you? All right, Viviana, ready? Good fortune. Who doesn't want to read to start out with good fortune? Concealment. Growth of energy. All right. So what this tells me right now is, Viviana, whatever it is that you've been working for, whatever you've been busting your ass for this year, all of that success, all of those things are going to start rolling in. You're going to start to see all the good fortune from all of the hard work that you've put in, all of the time you've spent, all of the energy you've spent, everything that you've done to be better, to get things better, etc. All of those things, right? All of those things. All that's going to start rolling in. And just like when someone wins the lottery, everybody comes out of the woodwork and wants a piece of it. So you, as much as you want to tell people that all of these things have been happening, that, oh my God, I busted my ass, I did this, I applied for this job and I got it, blah, blah, blah. As much as you want to brag, as much as you want to talk to people, as much as you want to tell people that all of these good things have come and all of these good things are happening, you can't. You can't. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not so much that this person or these people are doing everything they can to make sure that you fail, or they're stealing your energy, or they're trying to steal your thunder, or they're trying to get something from you, or whatever. It's not that. It's that sometimes when you tell the universe, I want this thing, the universe says, okay, I will give you this thing, but you can't say anything about it right now. And that's exactly what's going on. All of the good fortune that you're going to start seeing, that is the tip of the iceberg. That is the tip of the iceberg. So what you have to do is you have to just kind of stay like that about it. When you stay kind of quiet about it and you allow the universe to continue to let it roll, that's what happens. This is what happens. This is growth of energy. So you keeping it on the down low a little bit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All of those manifestations, all of those, that hard work, all of the things that you have put in on this, Viviana, you have to keep it under wraps right now. You have to keep it under wraps right now. Plus, I'm going to say the thing that I love to say, bitches be bitches. Bitches be bitches. I'm just saying. And then I want to say this. Congratulations. And I'm proud of you. Because the fact that all of this is rolling in, the good fortune, and even though you got to keep it quiet for right now, you have growth of energy after it. That right there tells me that you have absolutely been doing everything that you said you would do. You told the universe, hey, this is what I want, and this is what I'm willing to do to get there, and then some. And the universe said, bet, let's go, bitch. And so you went for it. And so you've been doing it. You've been busting your ass. You've been doing the things. You've been getting all of the stuff in line. You haven't been getting sidetracked. And now you're going to start to see all of the good fortune roll in from it. I'm proud of you for that, because that right there takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of patience, and it takes a lot of trust in yourself. It's hard. It's really hard not to tell people all of the amazing things that's going on in your life, because we're programmed to share that with people. We're programmed to share that. We're programmed to want to tell our friends or our family or whoever, you know, like, oh my God, have a good day. Oh my God, this, oh my God, this, oh my God, this. And the problem is not all of those people have our best interest in mind. That might be your best friend of 10, 15, 20 years, 6 months. It might be somebody that you talk to on a daily basis. And you get something happens for you that they really want. Let's say they've been single forever and you've only been single for a little bit, and you meet somebody great. And y'all hit it off, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh my God, I got engaged. And this person might be like, oh, I'm really happy for you. Like, this is your friend. You talk to them all the time. And they aren't happy for you. They secretly want your relationship to fail because they're miserable and they don't want to get out and look for somebody. So because of that, they're like, you know what? I want you to fail and be miserable with me. Sometimes you can't tell people that, and it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. So keep that in mind, Viviana. Keep that in mind. Enjoy all the good fortune coming in, but don't be telling everybody. Because guess what? It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Yeah, I have a few of them. I still need to send you guys the reads on them. The candle reads for last night. I guess I should clarify that. People are like, what are you talking about? Should clarify that shit, huh? I think I've only got like a couple left. It's been a day, man. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a day. I've been a spicy bitch most of the day. And as the day has gone on, I've just gotten spicier. All right, Sylvie. Sylvie is next. Ready? So you had two come out at the same time. The one underneath is cast away negativity. And on top of that is banish a curse. Both with snakes, both with swords. What's going on, Sylvie? What are the odds that me sitting there shuffling all this time, these two cards would come out together? This one underneath this one. Snakes and swords, swords and snakes. The way I'm going to read this also, because this one came out on top, there's a lot of different things that you think it is. There's a lot of different people, different players, different energy, whatever it is that feels like it could be any one of these people causing problems for you, for your business. Sometimes people come across as being fucktards when they're really not. I shouldn't have said that, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then you have this right here. This is one single person. This is one single person, and this is the biggest snake of them all. This is one single person that is doing everything they can to cause serious issues for you. And they have been doing it for a long time. They've been doing it for a long time. It's funny because I don't say that word. It's funny that I said that word because I guarantee you the person that does this says it all the time. When I get worked up and I'm in a reading and certain words come out of my mouth that I don't say normally, that's because that person says it. This is the biggest snake of them all. That is the biggest snake of them all. I'm not saying these other people aren't a threat, but that is the biggest snake of them all. And then you have overcome fear. Overcome fear. That tells me that this person has ingrained themselves either in your business, in your life, whatever, to the point that you are kind of afraid to get rid of them. You're afraid to say, hey, I can't do this. Hey, this is not working out for me. You're afraid to cut that off. I'd pay attention to who says what tomorrow. I would pay attention, not just tomorrow, but probably over the next 4 or 5 days. 4 days in particular. I would pay attention to who says what, and I would pay attention when that word comes out of somebody's mouth. And when it does, you're going to be like, when you start digging into this person in particular, and you start looking at all of the issues, all of the problems, all of the things that are going on, they're all going to trace right back to this person, but you haven't been able to put 3 and 3 together yet. I find that very interesting. I find it very, very interesting. I have a feeling that this is somebody that works with you, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when I'm reading these cards and I'm looking at these cards, the reason I got kind of quiet is because here's what I see. I don't know. I've never seen your practice. I've never seen like the back area, obviously, because I'm sure that just everybody that walks in there gets to see it. Whatever area it is that has the kind of reddish color wood. It's not cherry wood. It's just like the normal wood, I guess you'd see, oak or whatever. Whatever has those cabinets in it and a light colored top, and there's like in the middle of the floor there is one of the anti-fatigue mats or something. It's a big mat in the middle. It's super bright light over here. Whoever it is that works in there, start there. I don't think that is the person you're looking for, but start there and kind of work your way around. Work your way around. If you haven't taken the time to just walk through while they're back there working and just kind of peek over their shoulder and just look at some stuff, do that and see what happens. That's who you're looking for right there. That's your reception area. That's who you're looking for right there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Start there. It absolutely could be a client. It'd be someone that you're very close to, though. It'd be somebody that you've gotten to be friends with. Yep, I would pay attention. I love that banana bread. It was so good. But I can already feel my sugar doing this. I can already do that. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. All right, we ready? Miss Heidi is next. Miss Heidi is next. Am I planning on doing a night where you can get on and ask a question? You know what's really funny? I have tried to do that so many times. And it doesn't go over well. I've tried to do it so many times and it doesn't go over well. So yeah. But yes, absolutely. If y'all are down, I'm down. I'm absolutely down. I like answering questions. When I can. Obviously, I don't know all of the things. All right. Ready? You are so welcome. I need to do some more haunted vanities. You know what's funny? Since I moved, I can't find my magnification mirror. I can't find a lot of things that are obviously still in a box that I personally packed up because that's like all my shit, my makeup and stuff. I've had to go buy a bunch of new shit. Yep. All right, ready? Miss Heidi. So you had 1 come out and then 2 come out. Balanced emotions. Not Heidi being emotional. Not Heidi being emotional. And then over here on the bottom, you have success. And then you have defense. I don't know if you're trying to transfer to another place or another area of your job or whatever. I feel like this is job related. I also find it interesting that, so all of these cards have sacred geometry, you know what I mean, and stuff like that on them, right? They all have sacred geometry on them. But I want you to notice that the things that are on here, it starts with this. Starts with a hexagon back there that's a little bit detailed. It goes to triangles that are less detailed. And then it goes to a diamond shape that is very tiny. There's no real detail in it. Do you see what I mean? So I think that's very interesting that it went from very, very complex to very plain. So one of the things I'm going to say about this is, with this balanced emotion card coming out first, and with this having a very complex thing, whatever this situation is, this is a very complex situation. It's something that is causing a lot of heat in this area. I don't know if there's a lot of people that are vying for this job, if there are a lot of people trying to move into or out of whatever area it is, but there's a lot of emotion that goes around it. And I think that there's an undercurrent that you don't see, and that a lot of people don't know about. And that's why do I feel like there is somebody that's in the kind of upper areas up here that might be having a schmexy time with someone that isn't their spouse? Why do I feel like that's going on? Because I was like, this is a lot of emotions. There's an undercurrent there that no one else sees. And I feel like it's causing a lot of problems. Okay. So let's talk about the defense real quick and we'll come back to that. Yeah, I think that it's going to be obvious when you start looking. I think that it's going to be obvious when you start looking. I think that there are a lot of people that they haven't paid attention to it because it's been like the norm for so long. The way that these people interact with each other, it's been the norm for so long. But I think that when you really start looking, it's going to be like blaringly obvious. But it was so weird when I was like the undercurrent of this, and I was like, somebody's having an affair. And I know that you're not like married, so I know it's not you, but I'm like, somebody's having an affair. No, somebody's having an affair. This is somebody in middle management, and this is why people are not getting put where they want to be. This is why certain people are getting put where they want to be. I have a feeling that whoever it is that they're having the affair with is also kind of blackmailing them a little bit. Like, if you don't give this person a job, if you don't put this person in here, if you don't put this person over here, I'm going to tell everybody. I would be kind of, look at me over here like this. I would be kind of looking at the people that are getting promoted or are getting jobs that are not qualified to be in that area. And seeing who the common denominator is. Because here's the thing. You need to make sure you have your defenses up against that person. If they catch wind that you're sniffing out what's going on, if you're smelling what they're smoking, like, yeah. I think that right now you aren't on their radar at all. And I think that that is why you have been stuck in one place. Oh, Priestess of the Wild Rose, thank you so much for coming in and commenting in my live stream and giving me your troll account access to your energy. I love you. Thank you. I'll see you later. All the frogs for me, bitch. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. Okay, I love you. Bye. Out of curiosity, I would love to be a fly on the wall to see where some of these scammers come in and they hear something like that and then they immediately get out and they're like, oh God, and then like 2 days later something horrible happens and there's a frog. Because you notice they only commented once when I said that. I know that my mods got her, but All right, Miss Heidi. I would say to keep your emotions kind of in check right now. And when you kind of get this figured out, I wouldn't out it. You know what I mean? I would just kind of be like, I think they're going to know that you know. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're going to know that you know, even though you're not 100% sure. Because this is about to come out, and when it does, it's going to be crazy. You need to have your defenses up, and I did see that you mentioned that you were trying to get out of the place in general. I would keep working on that. I would do it on the down low, and I would make sure that you absolutely have your defenses up with yourself, have everything. It's kind of hard sometimes to look for a job while you have a job because you don't want your current job to know that you're looking for a job, but I think that this is the time that this is going to be successful. Does that make sense? I know there's been a lot of times in the past, especially over the past, couple of years, where you have either been trying to get out of that department or promote or do something else or get transferred to another area, all that stuff, find another job, and everything has just like shut down. Yeah, last time you tried, you got blocked and transferred. Everything has been like shut down. Let me throw the card at you. I think that this is the time. I think that this is the time. I also think that it's going to happen mainly because a lot of this right here, whatever is going on in the middle management aspect, that right there is about to cause some problems. And I think that it's going to be much easier for you to find a way to go somewhere else. Just saying. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Oh, I love that. That must be a really big troll account. Priestess. Fiona Edwards 80 has 10,000.6 followers. 11 pounds for a read on a private live. A read on a live. Priestess of the Wild River. Oh, I do have time and you are the one. That's got to be a big scam account. That's got to be a big scam account to have 10,000 followers. Y'all better go and make sure that you're not following that person, Fiona Edwards 80. Just saying. Heidi, you've gotten interrupted a couple times. I find it very interesting that as we're talking about this, things kept popping up. Girl, I don't know who you have frustrated in the universe that keeps holding you in a holding pattern. I don't know what kind of promises you made when you decided to come down here in this meat sack, or what kind of promises your soul made to be where you're supposed to be that is keeping you right there. What did you do, Heidi? What happened? What did you do? I think that this is going to be the time that you're going to be successful, and I would bet that January is going to be a phenomenal month for you. As long as you keep all of those emotions very, very balanced and very guarded. I also think that making sure your defenses are up, especially throughout the month of January, that will also make sure that this is a fantastic January, that all of these things come to fruition that you've been needing for a long time. So, yeah. I would not be surprised also if it ends up being where you get either a promotion or transfer to a different department and then find another job. I'm just saying. I think that there's a lot of movement coming up. Because if you really look, jellyfish don't hold still. They really don't. They don't hold still. They're constantly moving. And if y'all ever seen a scorpion move, if y'all ever watched one of these little bitches run, they're like Scary Ninja Fest with a stinger. And then this one, I'm not sure what's behind that star right there. If it's just water, if it's, I don't know what that is, but I'm just saying. Thank you for the corgi. Thank you for the corgi booty. I love now that there's the corgi booty stickers everywhere. I love it. I see them all the time when I'm out with this little bitty booty sticking out. I think that this is exactly what you've been waiting for. I'm just saying. Heidi. All right, Catherine West is next. Oh, you should send it to me. You should send it to me privately. I mean, obviously, maybe don't put it out in the middle of everything. What's up, Catherine? How are you? How are you girls? How's everything going? How's all the things? All right, ready? Yep, there goes my sugar. I'm watching it do this. It has been a crazy year. I keep thinking about Sunday sermon and talking about how we're going from the year of the snake into the year of the horse, and how the year of the snake is all about wisdom and learning and truth, and then the year of the horse is about movement, shedding that skin and moving. Just saying. Just saying. Dude, that's funny that the two of you are flipped like that. Aww. It's always hard when your baby moves out. It's always hard. I'm sorry. I want to hug you. It's always hard. Yeah, that's cool that the two of you are like flip-flop like that. All right, ready? Navigation. You can't make this shit up. We were just talking about movement, and then you have navigation. And then you have castaway negativity. And then you have overcome fear. That's right. I have told you that the two of you rotate around each other like that. Oh, yeah, because she was the parent last time. I love this spoon. I don't want to lose it, so we're going to set it right there. Navigation, castaway negativity, and overcome fear. All right, are you ready for spicy Bodhi, Catherine? I know that it's hard as a parent, as somebody that's watched their baby move out, get married, have a kid, all of that. I know that it's hard. I know that you're simultaneously relieved, like, yes, go do your life. And at the same time, scared as fuck because they're out in the world and you know how the world is. I also know that there's a lot of things that come with that. Those changes of worry, anxiety, stress, money, like all of those things. And there's a healthy dose of fear that comes along with that. With all of these changes, this opens up so many different things for you to be able to do. It does. You are so welcome, Heidi. It opens up so many different things for you to be able to do. Navigation for Catherine, what does that look like? I have a feeling that all you have been doing is navigation for the family, navigation for this kid or that kid or what, all of the things. All you've been doing is what does navigation to make sure that the whole of everybody is going in the right place. Well, here's the thing. You're the one driving the car. You're the one riding the horse. You're the one on point. You're the one in the lead. They're going to go where you go. A lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear that the mom is the one driving the car. We all hear all the time, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. But how many people actually live by that? Mama is the one that does the things. Mama is the one that is in charge. And you are the one in charge of this navigation. So where does Catherine want to go? What does navigation look like for Catherine going forward? And if you say, I don't know, that's fine. That is the correct answer. I'm just going to tell you that. That is the correct answer. Even if you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to go here, I want to learn this. Even if you have all of these things, I need to do this, this. I don't know is really the logical answer. Because now, even though you still have kids at home, right? Even though now you're down one, that's a weird feeling. Because how long has it been? 18, 19, 20 years? That's a long time. That's a large chunk of life. That is that kid's entire life have been there. So now you're down one. You're missing a piece of you. So to not know where it is that you want to go is perfectly normal. The other thing that you need to realize too is, and I'm putting this with the castaway negativity card because this is something that when I had this realization, I was like, holy shit. your kids are getting older. Your kids are getting older. You're doing a good job. They're becoming good people. They're becoming good humans. They're going to be amazing humans as they learn to navigate the world. But they have to learn to navigate the world, and they have to get out on their own and do their own thing and, you know, do life, do their life. So fight the urge to clamp down on them because they're the ones that are still at home. And when the next one leaves and you only have one, fight the urge to clamp down even harder on that one because that's the last one at home. Now that you're seeing that your kids are getting older, they're more self-sufficient, etc., now is the time that you really need to look at what are the things that have been piled on you, that you carry all the negativity and all the sadness and whatever it is. You carry all the bad shit for those kids or friends or family or whatever. What is it? And why are you carrying it? Why are you carrying it? Why is it your responsibility to carry it? I'm gonna tell you this. It's not it's not your responsibility to carry it. The overcome fear aspect. I don't know how your work schedule is between now and New Year's, but you have an entire week to sit and look at what does navigating next year look like for you. What does navigating next year look like? What does you actually having a moment to yourself look like? What does you letting go of all of this stuff that you've been piled on your chest, that you have piled on your chest, that's not yours to have? What does that look like? What does you actually being able to sit up straight and take a deep breath because you no longer have all that shit sitting right here caving your chest in? What does all that look like? What does Catherine's life look like? Not Catherine the mom. What does Catherine's life look like? And here's what I'm going to say. Give mom you needs to have one name, and you needs to have one name. So if you, when you were younger, you went by Cat, then Cat needs to be this you over here. If you go by Kathy in the mom world or Catherine in the mom world, then that's the mom name over there. Do you see what I mean? So then you can safely start to look at this is mom stuff over here and this is me. Because you haven't had you for so long. You've only had this. And now you feel like this is the only thing that exists, and that doesn't help you or your kiddos because it teaches them that all they need to do and all they need to be are this. So who is this? Who is this over here? What is she about? What does she do? What is she like? Who is she? What's she going to do in 2026? She going to learn to salsa dance or belly dance? She going to learn to, she going to become like a pie eating champion, hot dog eating champion? Like who is she? Do you see what I'm saying? I think that casting away this negativity and casting away all these things that you've been keeping on your chest are going to be a huge thing. And I think that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be pissed that you're not carrying that for them anymore. And that's fine. That's fine. Because if they get pissed that you're not upset about this anymore or carrying that or whatever, I'm just saying. Find out who you are. Who do you want to be when you grow up? What do you feel like you just got back-to-back reads? A lot of people might be feeling like that was their read. I've been watching the comments. Don't think I haven't. What do you want to be when you grow up, Catherine? Just saying. Just saying. Well, good. I'm glad I could help you think about that. You know what? Because I see so many of you guys in the comments saying, I've been thinking about that too, or that's a question I need to think about, or whatever. Let me say this. When you were a kid and everybody asked you all the time, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? Most of you guys, half of you had an answer, right? Half of you, immediately, you knew exactly what you wanted to be when you grew up. And the other half was like, I don't know, maybe this. Or you had a different answer every time, right? You always wanted to be something different. The world is full of so many opportunities that even if you grew up to become exactly what it was that you said you wanted to be, and now you're like, I kind of hate this. You realize that at any moment you can change that path, right? At any moment you can change that decision. At any moment you can change where you're going. You're not grown up until you think you're grown up. You're not grown up until you say you're grown up. And if you say, well, I'm grown up now and I am a teacher. I wanted to be a teacher and I am a teacher and I hate it. Okay. What else would you like to be? What else would you like to be? I always wanted to be an author. Guess what? I became an author. I loved it and I hated it at the same time. My hands can't handle it anymore. Then I wanted to be a professional gamer, and guess what? I became a professional gamer. I wanted to be a mom. I'm a mom. Actually, I didn't want to be a mom. I became a mom. Just saying. You can choose to change anything at any moment in your life. You don't need permission. You just need to allow yourself to do it. Allow yourself to do it. We get too caught up in being worried about what it is that we need to do, who we need to be, etc. Just saying. Just saying. All right, Natalia. My youngest has gone back and forth between not wanting kids and wanting 7. There's not been an in-between. I'm like, baby, you know, you can have like 1 or 2, right? There's no in-between. 0 or 7. Ma'am. Ma'am. Yeah, Kay has said that too about adopting. I'm like, baby, there are a lot of kids in the world that don't have anybody, that don't have parents, that they need somebody to take care of them and love them. You know? I told her too, I was like, man, I babysat a lot. I babysat a lot when I was in my teens. And that made me not want kids. That made me not want kids. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right. Ready, Natalia? Blessed day. Overcome fear. And divine guidance. Miss Natalia, I want you to listen really, really close, okay? I want you to lean close to the screen, and I want you to listen really, really, really close, okay? Stop finding the bad in shit. Stop finding all the bad in shit. Sometimes the things that are good that happen are just good. Sometimes all the good things that are happening don't have a bad undercurrent underneath them. Sometimes all of the good things that are happening is because you've been busting your ass. You've been a good girl. You've done what the universe asked. You've taken the divine guidance. You've put your feet on the path and you've done the things. And sometimes the good things that happen are exactly that, good things. Not everything has a price. Not everything has a bad undercoat underneath it because you already did all of the bad stuff back there. Because all of the bad got done first. It's like eating all the nasty things on your plate and saving the good things for last. I do that. I have a bad habit of doing that. I want to get all the bad shit out of the way and then I want to enjoy the good shit last. So sometimes that's exactly what happens. You already had all the hardships. You already had all the pain. You already had all the issues. You already had all the negativity. You had all the fear. You had all the things, all of the bad things. You've already had all of that. So now that good things are starting to happen, you're bucking against them because you've only been programmed to have the bad things. But sometimes you already got the bad things out of the way and now all the good things can come in and be exactly what you want to be and where you want to be. Does that make sense? Let the good things happen, Natalia. Let the good things happen. Notice the light in the middle. I'm just saying. Notice the light in the middle. Notice each one of these has a point at the top. Just let the good things happen. Let the good things happen. Let them just be good things. We get caught up in that and we forget that good things happen. Okay? Stop trying to find the bad in it. Stop trying to find the bad in it, Natalia. Just saying. I know it's hard. I do. I know that it's really hard because we all get in a habit of, you know what, this is terrible. This is so horrible. All these bad things are happening all the time. And it's just going to keep getting bad. Like, I get it. I really and truly do. It's really hard not to get sucked into that. It is. It's something that your mom needs to hear. Well, maybe I need to put that as its own little video. All right, then. Candace is next, and Candace apparently needed to hear a few different things. We had 2 cards come out, and then you had Safe Travel fall out up here, and then you had Finding Love fall out down here, almost completely upside down, whopper-jawed. Girl, stop looking for love. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Stop it. It's not where you're looking. It's never going to be where you're looking. Healing energy and karmic justice. You asked about finances. Okay. Here's the thing. The healing energy and the karmic justice. The reason that things seem like they're super shitty right now and your wallet is always in witness protection program is because there are decisions that we all make that we need to be called out on. I know that I have a problem with boots. I do. I know that I have a problem with coffee mugs. I do. And I need somebody to call me out on it. I know that I don't eat worth a shit. And Vicky gets on to me. Saz gets on to me. I know. You need to be called out. I need to be called out. We all need to be called out on our bullshit all the time, right? But sometimes we don't want to hear it. Even though we know we do it, we don't want to hear it. So here's the thing. The karmic justice, the healing energy, there are a lot of things that have happened toward the end of this last year that's just shit clearing the rest of the way out. Does that make sense? So all of these big, massive things that have happened that have seemed like this huge downfall, this huge issue, this huge problem, like all of these things that you're like, oh my God, like I don't know what I'm going to do. And this has happened and that, blah, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just karmic shit clearing out. Does that make sense? It's just karmic shit clearing out. Let it clear out. Just let it clear out. The other thing is this. This is healing energy, and this was underneath of this. By letting it clear out and letting the dust settle for a minute, that's going to allow you to finally take a deep breath and go, okay, what do I do now? My advice is going to be not to make it worse. Okay? Don't make it worse. Don't start getting in a habit of getting like small payday loans to get out of one hole, which is going to get you in another big, big, big hole. My mom used to do that horribly. Sometimes we got to take the lumps. Does it mean that those lumps are great? No. But sometimes you got to take the lumps. Sometimes you got to take the lumps. Let the dust settle, because this card right here, the safe travel card that came out all by itself up there that flung out, where you are right now is not where you are supposed to be or where you're going to land like for good. Does that make sense? Where you are right now, the reason that all of this shit has just been like a bomb going off over and over and over is because it's stuff clearing out. Let it clear out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it clear out. Sing the Frozen song, whatever you need to do. Let the dust settle and then take a look at what's still standing. Where you are right now, and I think that you already know this, is not where you need to be or where you need to stay. And whatever this is, this finding love aspect, whether this is an actual relationship or something else, whatever this is that you're looking for really hardcore, stop. Because it's only going to get worse. Because this is whopper jawed like this, meaning it's headed this way. Meaning it's headed this way. Like, absolutely no. This is not a time to be starting relationships, looking for a relationship, none of it. Let this dust settle so you can go where it is that you're supposed to go, because that's where this is. Does that make sense? I know that it's really hard to hear sometimes that we have to take our lumps. But how many times have you said to somebody, or you've heard about somebody, something happening, and you've said, oh, well, they made their bed, now they got to lay in it. We all make our own bed all the time, myself included. I am by far the epitome of the Capricorn, in that even though I know I'm the one that jacked up and I know I'm the one that's got to take the lumps for whatever stupid decision I just made, I don't want to. I don't want to. So I get it. I totally get it. All right. What? I get to read for Doc? I would love to read for Doc. Where's Doc at? That's got to be a motorcycle. Okay. I was like, what am I hearing? The weirdest sound. How are you? How are you? Long time no see. All right. Open. Last time you let me read for you and you were open, we were talking about weird shit in the forest. Are you sure you want to be open? All right. I mean, you said it. You said it. Here we go. Here we go. Concealment. Why you got to start off with something hardcore? Why you got to start off with something hardcore? All right. Magical power. And cut ties. Okay. There's been somebody that you've been paying attention to, and just in the shadows, like you just said. Maybe it's me. I don't know. No, please don't. No, it's not me. let me pause. There's been somebody that you've been paying attention to in the shadows. I don't think that this is somebody you're close to. I think that this is somebody either trying to tag along with you, or somebody that you have had dealings with in the past. I don't know, but they've kind of been popping back up either on your For You page, or they've been texting you, or on whatever. They've been popping back up just randomly, but enough that you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you're seeing them come up just a little bit over and over and over and over. I think that they're headed on a trajectory that you want no part of. The concealment, the magical power in the middle, and the cut ties, they're headed on a trajectory that you don't want any part of. And I don't, but here's the thing. Fuck. Here's the thing. This is somebody that you don't want any part of the trajectory that they're on. And you also don't want to be in the blast radius. Does that make sense? You don't want to be in the blast radius. The cut ties is very interesting, especially being at the end right there. The other thing I want to point out is this. The diamond shapes are on all three cards. All three cards. The diamond shapes are on all three cards. The circles are only on the last two. And I think that when this person finally has everything kind of come full circle, when they kind of have everything happen and they head off on a different trajectory, I don't think that this is so much a bad bad trajectory. I think that this for them is a good trajectory. But when this happens, it's going to be kind of the burning down of a lot of things that they've either built their self on, their business on, their pride, I don't know. They've built something on this, and they've been like staking everything on this and doubling down, and this has been happening already. I think they've been popping up. I don't think they've been popping up a lot. And then suddenly, like maybe you didn't see them for months and months, and then all of a sudden, like, boop, there they are. Boop, boop, there they are. Do you see what I mean? Like coming across a live stream and there they are. Or they're a guest on somebody else's that you know live stream or whatever. I also... This keeps catching my eye. This keeps catching my eye. I've seen this card multiple times tonight, and I haven't been like fixated on one thing on this card, but this is catching my eye. And I don't know what this means to you or who this means to you, but this has been catching my eye right there. Like I can't stop looking at it. I'm just saying. I also want you to notice the face right there. I'm just saying. Yeah. It just keeps coming up, and I can't unsee it. So I'm willing to bet, especially if that made sense to you and you were like, you kind of did this. I would bet that it pops up with this person really soon. I would bet it pops up with this person really soon. So yeah. And I'm glad you said that this makes sense, because I'm like, son of a bitch, what are you into over there? What are you into over there? It's hard to not come across some people that you aren't quite sure about. You know what I mean? Like, it is. It's hard. It's really, really hard. So I get it. This is so weird. Oh, okay. I see what happened. Catherine and Natalia were tomorrow, and I did them today. I'm like, why does it say I did 10 people when I've still got people for 2020 for the 23rd? Because I can't read. That's why. All right. So I have Mike and then Marley, and then tomorrow we will start with Ariel. And thankfully Catherine was here, and I don't think Natalia was here, so I'll have to message Natalia and be like, hey, your read's up. Your read's up, girl. Sorry, I can't read. You're welcome, Doc. How are you, by the way? How is West Virginia? Out of curiosity, have the mountains been weird lately? I'm glad you didn't leave either. It's been an interesting one. Do you understand what I mean? Have the mountains been weird lately? Has the fog been weird lately where you are? That's kind of what I really want to know. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. So you knew exactly what I was asking when I said that. Okay. Does it feel like Christmas to me? Something is just off. You know, it did until this weekend. Does that make sense? I don't know what happened. Oh, well, CERN turned on. You know what? I feel like that just needs to be our battle cry now. Let's blame CERN. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, Mike, you ready? Personal growth and development. You got it. Castaway negativity. Courage. Why are those two both in a diamond with double lines? Notice that right off the bat. We're all going to go be with Mike. We're all going to go live with Mike because this is the financial security card. This is the financial security card. Castaway negativity, courage, and financial security. Okay, so I am going to hand you this. I'm going to hand you this. I'm going to hand you that. That is your scissors. Those are your scissors. That is your scissors. Those are your scissors. Whatever. That is permission for you to cut certain people out, cut habits out, cut problems out, etc. A lot of times we have all these things that come into our life. Maybe we didn't even invite them in, but they came in. And we take a look around one day and we're like, how the hell did I get here? And it causes a lot of problems physically. Anxiety, panic attacks, stress, pain, headaches, etc. Weight loss, weight gain. But we have all of this stuff that just kind of goes and comes in. And it gets comfortable. And when it gets comfortable, it gets really hard to let it go. It gets really hard to throw it away. It gets really hard to just be like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. Because the problem is when that happens, or we let people in our life like that, then when we let them go, or we're like, hey, I can't do this anymore. Like, this job ain't working for me. It's so toxic. I go home and have panic attacks and cry all night. Or, hey, this relationship, I can't do this anymore. Like, you're a piece of shit. Or whatever it is you need to say. But whatever it is, it's really hard for us to let go because a lot of times we get comfortable with that. Or we're like, this, I know you guys have thought this or said this as well. Well, the devil you know versus the devil you don't know, right? If I stay here, at least I know that they're lazy. They're still going to go to work and they're still going to bring home a paycheck and they're, but, it means I'm going to be doing the dishes and the laundry and cleaning the house and washing the cars and gassing the cars up and taking the kids to school. It means I'm going to be doing that for the rest of my life if I stay. But, they do love me. The devil, right? Yeah, plus that. I've already invested so much in this, I'm comfortable. It takes a lot of courage to cut things off. It also takes a lot of courage to cut things off that we think are financially either our responsibility or financially taking care of us. Sometimes the job that you have is so fucking toxic and you don't even realize, the job is stressful. There's some toxic people because let's face it, there's no place that you're going to find to go to work that doesn't have toxic people in it. Whether it's people in the office, customers, vendors, whatever. There's no place that's not going to have toxic people in it. Welcome to the world. But walking away from those people and saying, hey, you can't talk to me like that. You can't do that, blah, blah, blah. That takes a lot of courage too. With you in particular, I feel like this is something that either is a habit or is something that you have noticed you're starting to do a lot and you don't like it. It's either a lot of times we get so ingrained in our own self and our path and where we think we want to go that we forget. That was so weird. I could have sworn Vicky was standing right there and she wasn't. I'm looking out of the corner of my glasses. Okay then. Words. We get so ingrained. We get so ingrained with what we're doing and where we think we're going that we feel like that path is the only path that can ever exist. And you start to hit speed bumps, you start to hit hills, and you start to hit things like that. And those are on any path. So that's normal. But the problem comes when it's just an uphill climb the entire time. That's the problem. I think that there's something in your life right now, Mike, that you already know needs to be cut out. And you've been psyching yourself up for it. And I think that this is 100% this is 100% what you've needed. This is the sign. You've been asking the universe, like, hey, just let me know when I need to go ahead and cut this off. Let me know when this needs to happen or that needs to happen. Well, this is it. This is the sign. And it also means a lot more financial security for you, which means that this is a way for you to come in and be more. Does that make sense? I've never understood why on this card there's like, it just looks like a tick. It's just gross to me. I can't unsee it. Does it not? Why would you put that on here? I know that those are supposed to be like claws and legs and so on, and that this is not the body of it, but it looks like a tick and I can't unsee it. And I feel like they could have done better artwork for the financial security card than a tick. Mike, I think that you're headed on the right path. And I think that there are a lot of people that are trying to take advantage of that. And I think that you need to have the courage to tell them to fuck off. Yeah, now y'all can't unsee it either, can you? It's like a crab. It's like legs, like you see it. But the way that the geometry is, it that should be my favorite card in the deck. But when it comes up, I'm like, oh, I don't want to touch it. I hope that makes sense, Mike. Ooh, I don't like bed bugs. I don't like bed bugs either. I would really take a deep dive and a good look at everything going on right now, Mike. Everything that has made you kind of stop and pause, where before you would have just headed straight for it. Money does have a way of attracting ticks. Yes, it fucking does. Makes sense. You're seeing the things and you've been psyching yourself up. Okay, so that was kind of what you needed, right? Thank you, Mama Hippie. I appreciate that. You know, I want to say this. Marley is next. And before I read from Marley, I'm going to say this because I feel like, A, this is the perfect time to say this, and B, that some of you guys are going to understand this exactly. There comes a time, multiple times in your life, but there comes a time when you realize that you're just being used. Whether it's by a person, a company, whatever, you realize you're just being used for what they can get out of you. And that simultaneously is one of the worst feelings and one of the most empowering feelings, because you feel horrible when you realize that somebody is just using you for everything they can squeeze out of you. You're like, what the fuck? It hurts your feelings, you know, because maybe you were helping them out of generosity, or you've been busting your ass at this job or whatever. You've been doing the things because you felt like you should, right? So you are doing this stuff, and then you have that realization. You're like, they're just fucking using me. Like, what the fuck? And then at the same time, it is one of the most empowering things possible, because feeling like you're being used, even though the underlying aspect of that is that hurts. That hurts my feels. That hurts, you know. We get mad because anger is very easy. But I'm going to tell you this. Anger is also the easiest thing to transmute. Let that sink in. Anger is the easiest thing to transmute into something more powerful. It's like rocket fuel. All right. Marley, are you ready? Ready? Safe travel. growth of energy, and cut ties. Marley, take the vacation. Take the vacation. Take the vacation. I'm just saying, take the vacation. The reason that I'm going to say that is because you have safe travel, you have growth of energy, and you have cut ties. And here's the thing. Sometimes you don't need a vacation, you know, on some beach somewhere. Sometimes you don't need to go all the way across the world. Sometimes you don't need some big expensive things. Sometimes you just need a break from the normal things you see every day. Sometimes you just need a complete clear cut. One of my favorite things to do, and it's something that I've started doing again because I didn't for the longest time because I just felt like shit, is just picking a direction and driving. Just picking a direction and driving. And for those of you guys like, I live in the city, I'm going to tell you how to do that too. Just pick a direction and go. North, south, east, or west, doesn't matter. Just pick a road and go. Give yourself a time limit. Usually I try to take an hour. I will drive for 30 minutes straight. Then I will find a place, I will stop. Usually I will go pee and I get something to drink and I'll get back in the car and come back. That break from the norm, that is a break from your normal daily habit. It's a break from the things you see all the time. It's a clean cut break. Does that make sense? So your brain goes, oh, I haven't been out here in forever. Or, oh, I've never been out here. Or, oh, I've never stopped at this place. It's something new. It breaks the monotony and it shifts your brain out of the norm. Does that make sense? If you live in the city and you don't have a car, I know you have streets, you have subways, you have Uber, you have taxis, you have all of those things. Go do something. If you go out of your apartment building and you always go to the right to go get on the subway to go to work and you take the same way to the grocery store and so on, go left. Take the subway somewhere else. Take the bus somewhere else. Get an Uber and go to a park 4 or 5 blocks away or whatever. Just go somewhere that doesn't fall into the same places that you go all the time. There are a ton of places. It doesn't matter where you live. There are a ton of places to go hiking. Easy hikes to go just walk. It's basically walking to just go hiking. There are a ton of places to go visit. There's always new shops, new restaurants, new buildings, new parks, new whatever. There's always new things. There's always new things. It is one of my favorite things to do. So Marley, go away. Marley, go away. Just go somewhere. Take the vacation. Do something. Take a day off because guess what? Everybody can wait. This is what's really funny is this is a conversation that I had with Sass earlier. I decided to put some reads on for tomorrow, but Christmas Day, I ain't doing anything worky work. I ain't doing anything worky work. My mods, my girls, everybody tomorrow, the people that answer the website, like, they're not doing worky work either. We all need a break. Y'all need a break. My people need a break. I need a break. I don't take breaks, and it's really hard. And everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a break. You just moved in with the man you love, and you're going, and his family, and you're going away in February. So when I said take the vacation, you went, yes, ma'am. This is when I say that you can't make this shit up. Yeah. I love it. Thank you, Muse. I appreciate that. For those of you guys that saw that video, please send a message to my website. Not here because I need to send you something. That was the key. This was 100% the key. So if you needed to know you made the right decision, just saying. If you need to know that you made the right decision, you did. You did. And here, I will say this. I appreciate that, Muse. I appreciate that so much. I will say this, Marley. Sometimes it takes cutting ties for people to make changes. Not just you. Just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, Jesse, I saw your name earlier. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, lovelies. It was your whole family, though. I've been there. I've been there. I've been there. Thank you, Miss Kelly. And thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I've been really spicy and angry today, and it just is. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. The fact that that said growth of energy, Marley, you're in the right place where you need to be. You're in the right place where you need to be. Aw. Thank you for that. It's hard for you to accept that things are so good. So did you hear a while ago when I said sometimes just let good things be good things? Just let good things be good things. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right? All right, guys. I am going to get off of here and enjoy my little snoring dog who snuck in here behind me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. If you didn't get on the list tonight, there should still be some spots available for tomorrow. And I know there are going to be spots available for Saturday as of right now. So get on the list. But tomorrow evening on Christmas Eve, we have a date. You, me, we're going to hang out. Come in your pajamas because I'm going to come in my pajamas. And y'all are going to hang out with me while I finish wrapping some presents and make chocolate covered fruit to take to my dad's on Christmas. And we're going to bullshit. It's going to be great. So come hang out. I'll probably do some giveaways too because why wouldn't I? All right. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes? Yes. 6:30 Central tomorrow because Christine's on the ball and gives me my times. I love you, Christine. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Go get some rest. But before you skedaddle, I want you to go drop some love into somebody else's live stream. I want you to just scroll on and I want you to just give some genuine compliments. If you can gift to some of the smaller creators, please do that. I haven't got to do that in about a week, so I'm going to do that. All right. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow.